Welcome to day 1 of your 7-day Feminine Flow Challenge. So today's practice is about setting our intentions, getting rooted and grounding into the challenge. So we're going to start into the core, a really gentle Pilates fusion. You won't need any props, just make sure you have a mat that's comfortable and keep it consistent throughout the next 7 days. So use the same mat, use the same props. When you're ready, let's begin laying on our backs. So bend into the knees, allow your feet to become flat, and then let's place our hands onto our hip bones. Soften or close the eyes, and just take a couple deep breaths. Begin softening the shoulders, the neck, the belly. Allow the legs to become heavy. And let's take one deep breath in. Hold this time, tuck the chin slightly. Pause here. And let it go through the mouth. Start to gently rock your head side to side, really softly. Trying to encourage this whole practice, this whole challenge, slowing down. Coming back to center, let's keep our hands onto our hip bones and begin inhaling, send the belly under. We're going to come into some pelvic tilts. Keep your hands on the hip bones. Make sure the spine is neutral. We'll start to inhale, draw the belly to the spine. Gently scoop the tailbone under. Low back presses into the mat. Exhale, release. Everything come back to neutral. Let's take 4 more like that. Belly button in. Exhale, release. 3. 2. And last one. Gently start to flutter the eyes open. Lengthen your left leg onto the mat. Let's begin inhaling. Take the right knee to the chest. Interlace your hands around your shin. Option to keep a lift here, so you can start to peel up the spine and just keep the chin slightly tucked, but shoulders back. And then lift that left leg. We'll start to inhale and switch just for a little single leg modified stretch. Following the breath really softly. Again, you can lower down. I'm going to keep the lower version today. Just tune into the body. Let's point the toes. Draw that knee in. And as you continue to do this, let's see if we can draw the belly button in slightly. Low back pressing into the mat, just like we did in our pelvic tilts. Not as dramatic, but keeping movement soft. Just got 3 more. Let's bring both knees back into the chest. Slowly lower your head down. If it's lifted, take a pause here, rock side to side. So gently massaging the spine and low back. And coming back, we're gonna interlace hands again. You can stay onto the mat or lift. If any reason your neck is sore, you can add a towel. We're gonna start to lengthen the legs out. They do not have to be straight. You find your version, but drawing that belly button in so we don't see this little pouch coming out. We wanna keep control. Inhale to go long. Again, you don't have to be completely straight. Go about halfway. Drawing the knees close to the chest. The knees in, this last one, hold and rock side to side. We're gonna find little circles here. So draw the knees together and let's bring the palms out by our side and elbows bent into cactus. And start to draw the knees in a big circle, letting yourself massage the low back, bring the knees in nice and controlled, following the breath. If you have a yoga block or a Pilates ball, you can also squeeze it between the thighs, but keeping this simple, simple, simple. Let's reverse directions. And come back to center. We're gonna lengthen the legs, bring the hands back down by your side. We're gonna take leg lifts really simply. Option to lift up and interlace. Again, I'm gonna take the softer option today, but I'll show you both throughout. Let's start to exhale the right leg down. Inhale, draw it up. Tuck in that belly, so core, spine is neutral. Inhale up. Bring your hands behind your thighs, bring both legs up and just gently pull the legs to the face. Optional, lift that low back off. Just find a little stretch. Flex the feet. Inhale, toes point. Just got 2 more here. We're gonna come into a leg lift with a crossover. This time we'll together interlace, place our hand behind our head. Let your head hang. So just scooping in between. Make sure there's room between the chin and chest. When you're ready, we're gonna take the right elbow to the left knee with our inhale. Exhale, come up. Lower down. Left elbow to right knee. Come back to center. Draw the knees down halfway. Keep the feet elevated. And then draw the feet down, soles of the feet, and take some wiggles back and forth. Allow the feet to be about hip width apart. We're going to come into 3 bridges. So come back to center. Let's place the hands beside, roll the shoulders back and down, so pressing the shoulders into the mat. Start to activate the feet, squeezing the thighs, and then draw that belly button inward, tailbone in slightly. We want to keep a neutral spine. So as you lift, we're not looking for the ribs to come out. You just want to keep things nice and secure. On your next breath, let it all out. Inhale, we'll start to lift. Press up with the hips. And it's okay if it's not super high. As you exhale, roll down with control, tailbone last, scoop that belly. 2 more, inhale. Option to lift the heels. Exhale down. Last one, inhale. Option for heels. Exhale down. Let's place our hands behind our thighs. We're going to come to a rock and roll up. You could take a couple rocks back and forth. And then come to a seat. You can cross leg, hands can come to your knees, roll the shoulders back a few times. Option to soften the eyes. Let's take the right ear to the right shoulder, allow the shoulders to drop down. Take a circle coming to center, allow the chin to drop. Draw over to the left ear, to the left shoulder. And back to center. Gently draw the chin up. Coming into hip circles here. So uncross your feet so that your right shin is in front of your left foot. So instead of it toppling on top, you've got space. You're sending that left heel in. Hands come to your knees, and we're just taking circles. So taking 5 circles around, feeling into the hips, closing down the eyes as you come around, tuck the belly. So it looks like almost a cat-cow with hip circles. We've got 4 more on this side. And come back to center. We're going to switch the feet up just so even, again, right-footed. You can also lift your hips if you find this uncomfortable. Sit on a blanket or a prop. Let's go the other way. Come back to center. Let's bring the feet in front of us and then a little wider than your hips. Just walk down for a gentle fold. Let the head hang, hands plant. Knees have slight bend, feet are relaxed. Start to inhale to lift. Sweep the feet behind you. We're going to come into the last little bit, tabletop, fingertips spread, knees under the hips. Take more cat-cow sways here. If you want to add the hip circles, you can. Dip the belly, tailbone, chest lift. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the chin. Come back to center, neutral spine. Walk the hands to the top of the mat, sliding them, walk the knees back. Using your core, start to bend the elbows, draw them inward towards your rib cage. Land, so your hands are just above your shoulders. Turn your hands so the fingertips are outward slightly and the thumbs are forward. And they're not right under your shoulders, they're spread out towards your mat. Tuck your chin, lay your feet flat and press the belly in. Let's inhale, lift up. Hold, exhale, come down. 2 more like that. Really press your lower belly into the mat. Take a pause as you come up. Exhale, lower down. Feel those hips open. Last one. And lower down. Tuck your toes. You can stay here and end your practice just where you are, or place your hands under your shoulders. Tuck the toes and send back to child's. Keep the arms inactive, so create a pillow or sweep them around. Close down the eyes. And then just come back to your breath. The class is going to end here. You could stay as long as you need. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one.